Whoever you are helping right now probably wants you dead. Not because you aren't doing your best, but because you are opportune to help them. They imagine you dead in their heads while they act as if they're grateful. Helping people is often seen as a good thing. It's what we're supposed to do, right? But sometimes, helping others doesn't go the way we expect. Instead of feeling grateful, some people start to feel entitled. Here's how it usually plays out. At first, when you help someone, they're thankful. Maybe they even say, "I don't know what I would have done without you. It feels good to make a difference." But over time, something changes. Instead of seeing your help as a gift, they start to see it as something they're owed. It's no longer, "Thank you for helping me," but "Why aren't you helping me more?" Suddenly, your kindness is taken for granted. And it gets worse. If you can help, they might even feel annoyed at you. Why? Because your ability to help reminds them of what they don't have. Instead of inspiring them, it bothers them. Take money, for example. Let's say you help a friend out when they're struggling. At first, they're relieved, but then they come back for more. If you say no, they might act like you're selfish, even though you've already gone out of your way. This happens because some people don't see help as a one-time thing. They see it as the start of an endless favor, and that's when the relationship starts to feel unfair. So, what's the lesson here? It's not that you should never help anyone. It's that you need to be smart about it. Help people who truly appreciate it. Help people who don't make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. And most importantly, help people who are willing to help themselves. Because the truth is, if you give too much to the wrong people, it won't make them happy. It'll just make you feel drained. And no one wins in that situation. Kindness is powerful, but only when given to the right people. Let me know if you need further changes or adjustments. What 50 years have taught me about helping others? You'd think that helping others would always lead to something positive, gratitude, stronger relationships, maybe even a sense of fulfillment. But after 50 years of living, I've learned that's not always how it goes. When you help someone, especially if it's big, like giving them money, bailing them out of a tough spot, or supporting them emotionally, something unexpected can happen. At first, they're thankful. They might even call you a lifesaver. But as time goes on, that gratitude often fades. It doesn't happen overnight, but slowly, your help becomes normal to them. They stop seeing it as kindness and start seeing it as something they're entitled to. It's as if they forget you didn't have to help them. You chose to. Here's the tricky part. The more you give, the more they expect. And when you eventually draw a line, because you have to, they're not just upset. They're resentful. It's like they rewrite the story in their head, where you're not the person who helped them, but the person who's now holding back. Let me tell you something I've seen over the years. People who rely on others too much often get stuck. Instead of appreciating the help and using it to move forward, they start leaning on it like a crutch. They don't grow, and worse, they blame you for it. And here's the hard truth. Sometimes, people even get annoyed with you for being in a position to help them. They might think, "Why do they have the money or time to help me and I don't?" It's strange, but your generosity can actually make them feel smaller, and instead of being grateful, they end up frustrated and envious. I've seen this play out more times than I can count. I've helped family, friends, co-workers, and even strangers. And while I've had moments where the help truly made a difference, I've also had moments where it caused more harm than good, both for them and for me. So, after all these years, here's what I've learned. 1. Not everyone deserves your help. That might sound harsh, but it's true. Some people take and take without ever trying to stand on their own. Help the ones who truly want to improve their situation, not the ones looking for an easy way out. 2. Set boundaries early. If you don't, people will keep pushing, and it becomes harder to say no later. Helping someone shouldn't mean giving up your peace of mind. 3. It's okay to say no. Sometimes, the best way to help someone is to let them figure things out on their own. It's not your job to fix everyone's problems. 4. Look for signs of genuine gratitude. People who truly appreciate your help won't make you feel like you owe them more. They'll say thank you, and they'll mean it. Over these 5 decades, I've come to realize that kindness is a gift, not an obligation. Give it wisely, because if you don't, you'll end up drained, bitter, and questioning your own generosity. And remember, helping someone isn't about making them depend on you. It's about giving them the tools or support they need to stand on their own. If they can't or won't do that, it's not your burden to carry. I've learned this. Helping people is still a good thing, but helping the wrong people can hurt you, and them. Choose wisely. Let's discover human dark minds together, like follow and comment for more, or you may never see me again.